They called her just the maid, a woman who polished their floors, served their tea, and smiled through their insults. Her name was Clara, a quiet, gentle woman who worked for one of the richest families in town. Every morning, she'd arrive before sunrise, mop in one hand, kindness in her eyes. And every evening, she'd leave the mansion in silence, unnoticed, unappreciated, unseen. No one ever asked where she lived. No one ever wondered who she really was. To them, she was just help. But life has a strange way of turning the tables, and this time it would do so in a way none of them expected. The Wilson family was the kind of family that believed money defined worth. The father, stern, proud. The mother, distant. And their new daughter-in-law, Amelia, beautiful, elegant, and unbearably arrogant. She didn't like the sight of Clara. "Don't come near the guests," she'd say with a polite smile. "People might think we're old-fashioned." And so the woman who once owned that very house continued scrubbing its floors, invisible, unheard, watching the people who had no idea they were living in her father's home. Then, one morning, it arrived. A letter. An envelope marked with her father's name, a name she hadn't spoken aloud in years. By order of the estate of Mr. Gregory Hale, it read, "The property known as Wilson Manor shall now legally belong to his heir, Miss Clara Hale." The maid everyone ignored, the woman they treated as nothing, was, in truth, the owner of everything around them. But Clara didn't smile, she didn't shout, she didn't even tell them, because this wasn't about revenge, it was about truth. She wanted to see how far their pride would go before it collapsed under its own weight. That same week, Amelia hosted a party. Friends, champagne, laughter, and arrogance in the air. Clara stood quietly in the corner, cleaning glass after glass, listening as Amelia's friends whispered, "She's lucky they even keep her. I'd never let someone like that near my house." Clara smiled softly, the kind of smile only people who've seen the world's cruelty can wear, the kind that says, "You'll learn someday." And someday was coming. The lawyer arrived 3 days later, holding the same letter that now burned in Clara's pocket. In the living room, with everyone present, he cleared his throat and said the words that silenced the mansion. "By legal transfer, the owner of this house is now Miss Clara Hale." Amelia laughed. "Our maid, that's ridiculous." But the lawyer didn't flinch. He handed the documents to Mr. Wilson, who turned pale as marble. Clara stood behind them, still holding her apron, still quiet, and said softly, "It's true. My father built this house. You've been living in what he left behind." For a moment, the world stopped. Every sound vanished. No whispers, no excuses, only shame. That night, Clara could have demanded everything, their apologies, their surrender, their fear, but she didn't. She simply said, "I'm not here to take revenge. I just wanted to see how people treat those who serve them." And then she went back to her room, folded her apron, and slept peacefully for the first time in years, because the truth had already done what anger never could. But the story doesn't end there. The next morning, something unexpected happened. A soft knock on Clara's door, and standing there was Amelia, the same woman who once looked down on her, the same woman who had laughed. Her eyes were red, her voice was shaking. "Clara, may I come in?" What she said next and what Clara did after changed not just that house, but every heart inside it.